Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Hey, girl. How you doing early? Hope you're pretty. Bugfit, just hello and welcome. Like always. Hello. Hey, guys. Hi, Jose. Welcome. Sergey, good to see you. Yeah, it might be a pretty, hello, Real Vicky Minaj. It might be a pretty lonely, hi, Stereos. Might be kind of a lonely stream tonight. Of course, alcohol again. Hey, Pure Petey. Going well. Hello, Jay Shackle. It might be kind of an empty stream tonight. I know it's a little later than normal, and it's a Tuesday. That's right, Soakwib. Laurie, hello. Where's the mustard? I already ate a bunch of lemons earlier, as you can probably tell by my teeth. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little empty tonight. That's fine. It's on my butt. That's right. We have, some Sonic High School. Paige is drinking again. It's true. Oh, thank you. Boo. Bye early. Yeah, I know. It's going up on a Tuesday. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, gotta read fast. Yep, we are reading some Sonic High School. I hope that's all right with everyone. We're on chapter 10, I think. God, did we really read that much? Let me double check. And indeed we did. Oh, how many chapters total? Like 25. I read a lot, yeah. So yeah, let's wait a couple more minutes, see if anyone else wants to show. We'll get started. Brief recap? Okay, just so you guys know, I do like to go in blind on these things, but let me just recap. Hello, Colonial Batman, welcome. Alright, so it looks like they had sex to each other. Sorry, Zoquitas. They had sex to each other. I think Amy said she's too stressed to have sex with Sonic. He's bummed. Knuckles kidnapped somebody and is threatening to hurt him if SBO doesn't show up to fight him tomorrow, so I think there's going to be a fight. It turns out that the baby did belong to Knuckles and not SBO. So that is the case there. Welcome, Noctanus. I hope you enjoy. Knuckles did nothing wrong. Thank you for sharing, Asterios. That's really sweet. Thank you. Yeah, if you guys want some more friends in here to watch me do some dumb shit, please feel free to share on your Twitter. That'd be neat. But you don't have to. I'm on Reddit already? You're crazy. Swipe left? What happens? Hold on. What happens if I swipe left to Stereos? What do you... Taruyo! Okay, so if you swipe left, I guess you can share on Twitter and Facebook. Okay, Campbell, I'll do my best. Rouge's vagina looked like a surprised ghost. I hope you are all, I hope you all remember that from last time. My waifu is here. We can now begin. No, I guess I'm on the best friends Reddit, which is so flattering, to be involved there. Thank you. That's so flattering. In fact, I'll go look at it for fun. Oh, the bedtime story stream drink is, Coke Zero and Bacardi. So good old rum and Coke. And, sorry, 1 second. I don't know how Reddit works. Alright. Aw. Well, not yet. I mean, you know, it's pretty early in the game. Am I an Ustabayaz? Ugh, nice. Beautiful. I look great in that Reddit cap. Thanks. Just Takahata in a wig. It's fine. Dude, I'm stuffed. I already ate. So, okay, guys, I'm going to get ready to start. Go ahead and get yourselves a hot cocoa. or a, aw, thank you, salad. Get yourself a hot cocoa, get yourself a, blankie, get your blankie and Bailey's. Excellent, excellent. All right, Dola, see you soon. Hello, Ronan. But yeah, and we'll get started. You're all tucked into bed. Perfect. All right, guys. That's right. Just to warn you guys, I do tend to break out in hives right about now. It's just like a weird thing that happens. I don't know. So I have this Benadryl that I will take. So we're going to play an interactive game. If you see some weird red shit breaking out, just yell hives or, type it in and let me know that I'm breaking out in hives. I'll probably feel it, but this makes it more fun. Oh no, McDonald's is like my secret shame. Don't tell anyone. Am I paid to say that about Benadryl? No, I wish. Oh, it is not recreational. You see weird red shit on my face? It's probably a zit. Sexy. All right. I know you guys came here for one thing and one thing only, and that is terrible fan fiction. Today we have Sonic High School Chapter 10. Let's see. I'm going to, over here, gonna start on some story streaming. All right. Oh, nope. Wrong. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. I thought I completely locked out of it. Okay. So. Okay. Pat doesn't go to sleep till like 4 in the morning. All right. All right. Here we go. Sonic High School, Chapter 10, and the title of the chapter is called Two Different Fights. Here we go. Sonic High School, Chapter 10, Two Different Fights. Why are you here? Screamed Tails with the anger of a million angry birds. Sonic was shocked because Tails was his best friend and Tails was smart. But Tails was super pissed at Sonic for not coming to the science competition even though they were best friends. Sonic moved his mouth, but words didn't come out because he did not know what to say. Sonic was a mixture of mad and sad and frustrating because he did not know what he could do to get Tails to be his friend again. At times like this, Sonic thought about Amy's fine body because it set his mind at ease. Not like ease as in like ease, as in literal the letter E-s. That's good. I'm here for my friend, said Sonic. Our friend Espio. We are still friends too, Tails. You are just too mad to see that. I know what I see, said Tails, kind of screaming. I am so smart. Espio tried to get in between them, even though it was his house that they were at right now, and said, Guys, please, let's just make sure I can fight Knuckles and not get owned. Sonic and Knuckles ignored him for the moment and continued to be in a fuss. I'm sorry, bro. I don't understand. What can I do to make our friendship the best one ever again? Said Sonic to Tails. Tails wiggled his two tails and looked to the side and front in a thinking way. Well, I don't know, said Tails to Sonic. But you know what? Here, take this. Tails took out a blue book from a spot and threw it on the ground in front of Sonic. It was what it was when Sonic looked at it. It was Sonic's journal. Remember from Chapter 1? What? But how did you get this? Said Sonic to Tails. I gave this to Mrs. Lesson before she read about my balls problem. I lied. I did not go to the science competition that night. I still went to school, but instead of going to the science competition, I used my science hat of invisibility to sneak into Ms. Lesson's room and get your journal. I wanted to get your journal so that no one else could read your business and see your ball problems that I know you still have even though you think you are getting better. I was going to give it back to you, but you were not there at the competition like you should have been, even though I am such a good friend to you.
Even now, when I could have been reaching my moment of genius, I was doing a thing for you because I want you to be happy, Tails said to Sonic with a voice of emotion.
Aww. Sonic did not know what to say. High school drama was so insane to be a part of. Sonic picked up his journal and felt like he was going to cry because he was being an asshole jerk to his best friend who was only trying to make him happy. Tails, you did not have to do this, finally said Sonic, respondingly.
What matters is that I did, said Tails, and also that you did not care for my special day because you were too busy trying to be true boyfriend and girlfriend with Amy. Goodbye, Sonic, said Tails right before he flew out of Espio's bedroom window with his flying tails, and then he did. Okay, I need a drink. All right, this is going really well. This is so shitty, said Espio to Sonic, who is now the only person in his bedroom. I still have to fight Knuckles tomorrow, but your different kind of fight with Tails is just as crazy. That is for me to figure out with Tails, said Sonic. Let's get back to making sure you cannot be defeated by Knuckles. Sonic and Espio spent all night in Espio's bedroom, reading books and watching videos about fighting, learning how to be the best at it. By the time the night was over, Espio was ready to face Knuckles. They went to school on this day, and school happened and was over, and now they were in the hall. God, where Knuckles said to meet him to fight. There was a crowd of people around him that included Sonic, who looked worried, Rouge, who looked worried, and with her baby, and Vector, who was smiling. Also in the crowd was Tails, and with him Cream the rabbit, who was Charmy Bee's girlfriend. Cream was a little woman and pretty smart, but not as smart as Tails. Her boobs were smaller than both Amy's and Rouge, but they were still high quality in their own way. That's good. It is surprising to most people that, Charmy was even allowed to have a girlfriend, but it just goes to show that the impossible is not what you think it is. Then Espio jumped over the crowd into the middle, where Knuckles was. Ooh, spooky. Okay. I think there's a fly in here. It's freaking me out. Okay, it's fine. I don't like flies. Okay. So, you decided to come anyway, said Knuckles, even though you know your ass is gonna get torn up by my moves. I do not want to fight you, Knuckles, said Espio to Knuckles, but I am going to do this for Charmy and Rouge. I'm doing this for Charmy because you kidnapped him, and for Rouge because you do not respect her baby. Which is also his baby, FYI. Then let's do this, said Knuckles. Fight scene. Knuckles charged at Espio with his fists, like an elephant running at a hunter trying to kill him for his powers. But Espio jumped out of the way and onto the wall like a pro jumper, which he learned how to do last night. Espio jumped at Knuckles with a kick move, and Knuckles punched at his foot, and they met with a purple and red explosion of power that knocked them both back. They continued to jump around and attack each other, and they did this for a while. It was difficult to watch for everyone. No, it doesn't say fight scene. That was my addendum. I apologize. That was me. Rouge was in the crowd with her baby. This is so difficult to watch, said Rouge. Yeah. Violence should not be a solution to conflict, said Rouge's baby, peeking out between his hands. You are right. Why do people do this like this? I hate it, said Rouge to Rouge's baby. Rouge had become a different person since she had a baby. She used to be only sexy, but now Rouge was sexy and matronly. All right. Yes, fuck this evil world, said Rouge's baby. Rouge then revealed her boob to her baby and had him eat from it as a baby would do. Rouge's baby thought this was the best part about being a baby because not everyone would get cool boobs like this delivered to them on their doorstep like a milkman. Babies did not have to worry about much anyway, so Rouge's ace boobs made paradise a reality for the baby. I have a feeling, said Rouge's baby. You should lie down and relax. So Rouge lied on her back, and the fight continued to go on. I don't know, Rouge just wanted to lay down. I don't know. Knuckles and Espio were both bloody and gross-looking, like two waiters who were holding messy foods and then walked into each other, causing the meals to launch into the air and then fall down on them and ruin the nice clothes they got from the store. That's good. They were breathing hard and were tired, but kept going, jumping and kicking and punching and running. It looked like two people doing a dance, but hitting each other also. Knuckles kicked his feet out at Espio, but Espio jumped up and dodged them, and came back down and hit Knuckles in the mouth, and knocked him onto the floor/ground. "Is this enough yet? Are we done?" shouted Espio to Knuckles. "How will this ever end?" Knuckles looked up from the ground at Espio standing over him. Knuckles had a Twinkie. A Twinkie. Knuckles had a Twinkie in his eye. That must have been painful. Knuckles had a Twinkie in his eye as he looked up at Espio and crawled towards him. Espio did not do anything but watch him and feel dangerous. "Come closer," said Knuckles in a whisper voice. So Espio bent down and put his face to Knuckles. Oh. Sorry, just got a weird text. Sorry. Twinkie in his eye, and the crawler. Espio did not do anything, but watch him and feel dangerous. "Come closer." He put his face to Knuckles. Knuckles looked up and down Espio's sweaty, purple body and into his eyes and said, "I respect you." And then grabbed his face as gentle as a deer and kissed him on the mouth? All right. When Knuckles kissed him, he did it extra hard, sometimes with his eyes shut, and sometimes looking into Espio's deep yellow eyes that looked like a circus of loving men. Their tongues met in the middle of their mouths like two chicken cutlets that were acting like cats that loved each other. When Espio was watching fighting videos last night, he was not expecting he was going to have to do kissing, but he liked it. They went on kissing for a full minute while everyone watched, wondering if they were done fighting or just taking a break to kiss. Finally, the back part of Knuckles' body began to lift off the ground while his mouth was still making out with Espio. Eventually, the power became so strong that his mouth was removed from Espio and their spit was like a shiny extension cord that connected an appliance to a wall outlet. Ugh. Knuckles then began to glow while floating in the air, and the whole place became a little windy. On the side, Tails said to Cream, "Wow, I know what this is. This is a rare moment of science we will probably never see again in a lifetime or ever. It is called a body donation, and it was invented by Einstein. It is when someone reaches a moment of such powerful love that they can choose to restart their lives as part of the person they love. Einstein invented this by making his wife love him so much one night during a romance pasta dinner that she became a baby that was like him, but then he killed his wife, the baby, because he thought it was too dangerous to have her live in the world without testing it in a laboratory first. It is a fact that if it looks like magic, it is not magic. It is science, so deal with it." Knuckles glided on the wind forward through the crowd of people in front of him and into Rouge's mouth, where he disappeared into. I mean, it was a good thing Rouge's baby had premonitions and had told her to lie down, as then Knuckles did a U-turn in Rouge's sex-filled body and came out of her butt as a newborn baby that looked like Espio. This was all science. End of chapter 10. Guys, it was science. I mean, I don't know what your deal is, but it's science, all right? This is clearly science. I don't know what else to tell you. What are your guys' thoughts? 'Cause that was beautiful, and yeah, science, bitch. Oh my God. That was crazy. That was exhausting. My God. For those of you just joining us, or for those of you new to this, I try to read almost everything exactly as is, grammatically, spelling-wise, like any errors. I try to stay true to the artist's
authors, whatever the fuck. So that was all written there. Unless I try to make an aside. I try not to, but sometimes I can't fucking help it. I think they made a baby, man. Yeah. But it was science, so it was fine. Oh my God. That is exhausting work, you guys. Oh my God. I am like emotionally drained from that one. You turn in someone's body and come out as a baby in their butt. I know, right, Tara? Fighting and sex in the school halls. An abomination to God and man. All right, folks. Oh, are we? But oh, girls are watching. By the way, I do go in these blind. I have no idea what's coming. Because I like to go in like purely blind. So we'll. Thank you for that, Salad. I like to go in entirely blind. So let us move on. Oh, so good. No, hopefully nothing. Oh God. All right. So we are. Sergey. We are on chapters 11, which is called Tails and Cream. I think I know what's coming, but I hope it's not what I think it is. Oh, well. All right, folks. So, are we ready to start chapter 11, or do you guys need a little break? What do you think? Nice. Campbell, I don't know, man. Butts and Mustard, a memoir by me. By the way, can you guys hear me well enough? Okay, good. Just so you guys know, someone might walk in. He knows what I'm doing. It's just, it's the person whose house I'm at right now. So he'll be coming back from work and I'll be like, yeah, and then Sonic's butthole. Oh, hey, Mike. Anyway, so just like, I'll try not to be alarmed. You try not to be alarmed. It's gonna be weird. Yeah, I know I'm gonna get told again, right? Walking in on my fanfictions. No, he is not small and angry, alas. He's actually rather tall and wiry. He's my buddy. No, the man behind the couch is Asteros Kokonos. The chickens. The chickens! Yay, chickens. Awesome. All right, folks. Tell him to join us for fanfiction. Who? Asteros Kokonos? Pat? Oh, Mikey? Yeah, if he comes home and he's interested, definitely. Pat will definitely be joining me, whether he likes it or not, but not today, alas. But soon. I will force him. Yeah, we'll have some guest appearances. All right, folks, let's get started on chapter 11, Tails and Cream. Sonic High School chapter 11, Tails and Cream. Strap in, because here we go. Ronim, I wish. That'd be fun. All right. That baby-o is SBO's, said Tails. Tails, being smart, was right. Knuckles had done an in-steen body donation and became SBO and Rouge's baby, but was still Knuckles. Rouge picked the baby up and held him in her other arm because her baby with Knuckles before he became baby was in her other arm. Now you have 2 babies to look after, said Tails. Good luck. Sonic was on the other side of the hall and wished that Tails was talking to him, but Tails was still mad at him, so he was not. Rouge grabbed her 2 babies and had them both eat from her terrific boobs. She smiled and felt like a mother, and Sonic thought. Sonic said what he was thinking and said, Rouge, you should name your babies. It will be hard to tell them apart if you do not. Rouge thought that this thought was good. Rouge went over to SBO, who was sitting on the ground looking bad and tired from fighting Knuckles before he became SBO's baby.
Hey, Espio, what should we name our baby that looks like you? Said Rouge to Espio. It is still Knuckles according to Tails, so we should keep his name Knuckles, said Espio to Rouge. Okay, said Rouge, and I will name my baby with Knuckles before he became a baby, Knuckles Jr., because I had him with Knuckles before he became a baby, and he looks like Knuckles before he became a baby. All right. Rouge was happy and walked out of the hall and then out of the school like a bat. And then Espio did the same thing, but in a way that was like a chameleon would instead. Great. There is one thing that everyone is forgetting, said Sonic. Charmy Bee is still locked up at Knuckles' house. I will go rescue him. Sonic ran out of the school and Knuckles' house. Sonic ran into Knuckles' mom on the way to his room in his house. Knuckles' mom, said Sonic, some things happened and Knuckles looks different. It will be okay and you will understand soon enough. Please do not worry. Sonic said this in such a way that Knuckles' mom smiled and kept cooking in the kitchen. Sonic was not just fast, but was also very good at relieving people. Sonic also noticed that Knuckles' mom was kind of hot with solid boobs that she had developed for decades. Sonic went upstairs to Knuckles' room, which was painted all red, just like Knuckles before he became a baby. There was a cage in the corner of the room, and Charmy Bee was in it. Sonic unlocked the cage with the key on Knuckles' desk and opened the cage. Come out, Charmy Bee, said Sonic. You're rescued. Charmy walked out instead of flying like he always does and said, Thanks, Sonic. I'm going to go home to prepare for my role in the play that is soon. I am the lead role. Sonic forgot about the play because the play was the gayest thing in school. Rude. That was rude. But it was going to happen even if no one went to watch it. The next day of school happened, and Tails was in class with Cream. It was a very difficult science class, because Tails was the smartest person in the room, and he only took the hardest classes. Cream was in the class because she wanted to be mentally challenged. Challenged mentally. Okay. Yeah. We have a test in this class tomorrow, said Tails to Cream. It's going to be hard, and I have to study for it to make sure I get a good grade. Tails always got good grades, but studied anyway. Tails looked at Cream, who was there. Me too, said Cream to Tails. I know, I have an idea. Why don't you come over to my house tonight and we can study? Studying with you will help me get a better grade. I just know it. Oh, here we go. Oh, God. This was the best idea ever to Tails. Tails secretly had a crush on Cream and wanted to feel the body of his sexy friend always, even though she was Charmy Bee's girlfriend. Cream was a different kind of sexy that was only really sexy to some people, but Tails was one of them. Okay, said Tails, sounding more excited than he wanted to. I will come to your house tonight. Tails was very smart, but he was not the best at getting with teenage women. So parts of his life like this were a challenge to Tails. I need a drink. Oh, my God. Oh, God. I'm in so much trouble. This fucking... God damn it. Hold on, I need water. This is so taxing. Oh, God. Here we go. It was now this evening, and Tails was getting ready to go to Cream's house. Tails was excited to get closer to Cream, but he was also nervous he might mess it up like a love idiot. He thought about asking Sonic, but then remembered he is pissed at him. Then he thought about asking Espio, but Espio was at the hospital getting all of his wounds fixed from being in a fight with Knuckles before he became a baby. God, it's like a soap opera. Tails wanted to seem like a sexy man to Cream, so he sprayed his dad's colon. Let me back that up. Tails wanted to seem like a sexy man to Cream, so he sprayed his dad's colon on himself and put breath wash in his mouth. Breath wash. That's good. Tails smelled good and looked good and went to Cream's house by flying. I'm waiting for Tails, said Cream as she sat on her bed in her bedroom studying without Tails. Tails flew in to the window. Hi, Cream. I'm at your house now, said Tails. Tails sat on her bed sort of next to her. This, is making my nose itch. I'm so upset. but not too close to promote sex thoughts. Let's study, said Tails. Wow, before we study, you smell good, Tails. Cream put her face right up against Tails and smelled hard like the big bad wolf before blowing a house down. Tails laughed all nervously and said, Do I really? Oh, ha ha, thanks. I always smell this way. I guess you just notice when you're home. Tails did a little wiggle on her bed and pushed her face and body away because he was nervous. Please, let's study. This is awful. I want to die. Okay. We can make it through this. All right. Tails and Cream studied for the next hour, and the whole time Tails could only concentrate on one thing. His growing nerection. His growing nerection. Straight up. Not erection, his growing nerection. Just so we're all aware. Tails touched it sometimes while they were studying to make sure it stayed put, and Cream could not see it, but it was getting so big that it would pop out of place like when the straw in your soda rises up, probably because of the bubbles, and you push it back down, but it just comes up anyway, so you get iced tea instead. Holy shit. Let's go back. That is one of the best sentences I've ever read. Let's go back. Back it up. Tails touched it sometimes while they were studying to make sure it stayed put, and Cream could not see it, but it was getting so big that it would pop out of place like when the straw in your soda rises up, probably because of the bubbles, and you push it back down, but it just comes back up anyway, so you get iced tea instead. That is one of the most beautiful literary sentences I've ever read. I'm very, very impressed. This is so deep. Tails was still the most nervous, but he decided that this was his chance. He would not get another chance as good as this if he did not take it now. Cream, I have to tell you something, screamed Tails to Cream, letting out all of his nervous so he could be smooth like a movie star. What is it, Tails? Tell me all about it, said Cream back, looking hot. Tails was not so nervous anymore. Tails said, Cream, I have lusted after your rabbit genitals since day one. I think you are the hottest woman I have ever been to. I know you are Charmy's girlfriend, but toss him aside and let my penis murder everything inside of you? Wow, all right. Yeah, it's getting serious. Tails took out his penis, and he was so in love. Tails took out his penis, and he was so in love that his penis was literally screaming. No, my God. Tails took out his penis, and he was so in love that his penis was literally screaming. Wow, said Cream. I did not know you felt this way, but I'm glad you do, because Charmy Bee is a total slur that I'm not going to say. Cream reached over and grabbed Tails' penis and began to give it a good shake. Oh, God. She loved his boner with her hands and pulled him around the room by his penis like he was a wagon to get him more excited. Because that's how it works. Tails' penis was so big that it was about to burst, like someone stepping on a tube of Colgate toothpaste. Ugh. Tails could feel the semen bubbling up inside his penis, like Santa going back up the chimney when he was done, and the presents he had left down in the house were Tails' balls, which were already there, though. Why? No. All right, hold on. Okay. Tails could feel the semen bubbling up inside his penis like Santa going back up the chimney when he was done, and the presents he had left down in the house were Tails' balls, which were already there, though. I've got to read it again. Cream was getting hot, too. She did not take off her clothes, but Tails could tell she also had a erection. But then, just when things were becoming like one of the porns that Sonic had in his room and his mom let him have, Cream stopped and said, No, I cannot do this, not while I am still boyfriend and girlfriend with Charmy. He may be an ass, but we are in a relationship and I need to respect him. I will break up with him tomorrow and then we can do sex. Cream collected her things. I think I am ready for the test tomorrow. Thanks, Tails. Aw, man, said Tails. Tails put his scrotum away and was sad about not getting to ejaculate his dick. Okay, as long as you promise me your sex. Oh, I promise, said Cream, and then Cream kissed Tails on the cheek. Tails thought it was cool and flew back home. End of chapter 11. Yes. Yes, friends. That is goddamn some serious shit. His dick is like literally screaming. I don't know, dude. Red blood. I don't know, man. Jim, I am questioning every choice that has led me to this moment. Every choice that has led me here. I've made a series of poor decisions that have led me to this moment in time. Amazing. Oh, you guys, I'm getting hives. It's time to take a Benadryl. This is the worst. I need to go to the doctor. Hold on. This is great. Good times. Hold on, sorry. The correct dosage, no, I take like one. And I think you're supposed to take 2, but I take 1 because I'm a huge wiener. Why would I chew it? Does chewing it actually help? We don't know what it is. Lisa, should I chew it? Really? All right. Oh. Okay, that was a dick move. Lisa, you fucking suck. That was so rude. Oh. I did it because I trusted you. You fucking asshole. Sorry, Lisa. That was good. I would have done the same thing. Don't feel bad. I didn't expect it. God. Yeah. My sentiments exactly, red blood. Fuck you, Lisa. But good job, Lisa. I need more alcohol. This is awful. Thanks, Fridays. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Ugh. Alright, I'm having a little more rum. Delicious, life-saving rum. Yeah, forget Tails. Paige got trolled. Oh my god. I trusted you, Lisa. Lisa, you're tearing me apart. Alright, hold on. Yeah, rename the stream. I Need More Alcohol, a memoir by Peach Saliva. Oh, Jesus. Oh, now my mouth is numb. You know, Lisa, you might be right, but like, I know, right, Sergey? Next thing you know, it's gonna be literally just like, I'm not gonna take the whole box. No, I'm very responsible when it comes to Benadryl. I take like 1. I know. Welcome. I have the most exciting life. Ooh, I chewed on Benadryl. Amazing. Right? Oh, too much rum. All right. Sorry, folks. I apologize. I know, Lori. Okay, folks. Let's see. Shall we move on to chapter 12? Taru. I'm too gullible for this shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. Everything's terrible. Rum and Benadryl, the nightcap of champs. You are not incorrect. All right, hold up just a second, my dearest friends. All right.
Alright. Okay, folks. My tongue is numb, Lisa. You suck. You fucking prep. Okay. Alright, serious business now. No, don't feel bad. It's fine. I'm just giving you shit. You're being an asshole. Alright. Let's move on. Sonic High School, Chapter 12, entitled The Most Important Drama. Ooh, things are gonna get saucy in this one. Chapter 12. It was a new day, and Sonic woke up from out of his bed and scratched his balls. He could feel the rash on his balls, and it was getting worse than before. A sickness still ravages my balls, said Sonic as he wrote it in his journal that he now had back from Tails when he took it from school after Sonic had given it away to Miss Lesson. Sonic was done complaining about his balls and went to school. In history class, he talked to Amy. Hey, Amy, said Sonic to Amy. Hi, Sonic, said Amy, and kissed him hotly like a girlfriend. What is up? Said Sonic to Amy. It is awful. I have bad news, said Amy to Sonic. That stinks. Do you want to have sex later? Said Sonic to Amy. No, thank you. Everything is so busy right now, said Amy to Sonic. My bad news is that I have to go see the play tonight for a class. Wow, that is unfair, said Sonic to Amu, even though the principal says the play is super lame, but I guess you have to go. Sorry. I wanted to know if you could come with me, said Amy in a way to Sonic that sounded like she was trying to be attractive. The play will be so much better with someone else there. That is the real bad news. I do not want to go near the play, but I will go so we can have sex later, said Sonic to Amy. Amy kissed Sonic, and so did Sonic to Amy, and they made such a cute, hot couple. Then Sonic and Amy had the rest of the class, and Sonic went to another class, thinking about how much it was gonna suck that he has to go to the play tonight. The play was just a bunch of people doing things and music like a car full of losers. Sonic was now in a different class where Rouge and Shadow was also in the class. Rouge was with Knuckles and Knuckles Jr. too, like always now. Hey guys, said Sonic to them. Hey, Sonic, said them to Sonic together at the same time to save time. God. What is new? Said Sonic to them. Charmy has been acting really weird and different lately, said Shadow in a dark way, which was like him. He is probably nervous for the play, said Rouge suggestively. I wouldn't make any assumptions, but we should keep an eye on him to make sure he is okay, said Knuckles. Knuckles Jr. Turned out to be a really cool baby. I foresee something strange at the play tonight. The play is gay. The play is gay, said everyone together, agreeing. Everyone knew it. This is so rude. Again, I'm reading everything verbatim, so forgive me. How are you and Tails doing? Said Shadow to Sonic. Tails still hates my body, inside and outside, said Sonic with almost tears in his eyes. But he was too big and a man for that. It is so hard to be best friends with someone who hates you and does not want to talk to you. I know how you say it, said Shadow. A lot of people hate me because I am dark, said Shadow. But I am not trying to be a supervillain. It is just who I am. Shadow squinted his eyes at the people around him in a way that is hard to describe and kept going. Excuse me. I do crimes in the city, but I am not a bad person. You can do bad things and mistakes sometimes and still be a good person, and people should still like you for it, unless you're a really bad person, like Eggman, who is a shit dick. Maybe one day people will see me I am a good person, even if dark. Sonic listened to what Shadow said so powerfully, and it was like Sonic wrote down everything on a piece of paper and put it in a special folder and put that folder in a safe place so that he could always go back and read it. Then Sonic itched at his balls. His balls were a wreck. God. That class ended, and the rest of school did too. And Sonic went home thinking about how his balls were like two blimps covered in volcanoes that could fit on the blimps and itched as well. Ooh, God. When Sonic got to his home, Sonic's mom walked up to him and said,
Sonic, I went to clean your room and saw what you wrote about your gay ball problems. I am worried about your balls and fear it could be a mortal illness, so I made a doctor's appointment. But first we will have dinner. I got more Chinese food because I know how much you liked it last time. Don't read my journal, Mom! Screamed Sonic. Then Sonic went and ate the food, and just like last time, would you know it, there was a fortune cookie, and Sonic opened it and ate the cookie part and kept the paper inside to read the magical fortune on the paper. Fuck. He looked at the paper and read it, and it said, quote, "One man's pubic illness will cause the death of millions." Sonic, some people did not believe what fortune cookies said, but Sonic knew they were magic and were always right, so he was a little worried and wondered what it could mean. Ooh, spooky. Then Sonic went to the doctor. Sonic did not like going to the doctor because he was Chinese, like the... That's rude. Because he was Chinese like the food Sonic had and made him feel nerves. That's racist. Sonic went into his... Who knew Sonic the Hedgehog was a huge racist? Oh my god. Amazing. Sonic went into his doctor room and sat on the chair that the doctor told him to. The doctor took out some papers and looked at him. "Hello, Sonic. It has been a while since I saw you last. Sonic's mom tells me you're having problems with your balls. I'm going to do some tests on you, but first I'm going to look at your papers. I see from looking at your papers that your balls and penis are the biggest in your high school. Good job, Sonic," the doctor said. Sonic appreciated the truth and nodded his head and smiled. It was okay to talk about your penis and balls with the doctor because that is what they do, even if it automatically makes them gay. The doctor made a lot of money, so being gay was totally worth it. This is like so rude. When was this written? My God. Then the doctor started doing tests. Sonic passed all of them awesomely, and even the doctor was surprised at how Sonic was the best at everything, except being smart, which Tails was the best at, but Sonic was still pretty smart too. Then they got to the last test, which was about Sonic's balls. The doctor took out a test tube and filled it with pieces from Sonic's balls. Oh, God. And he tested them with machines. The machines printed out reports about it. And then the doctor took them and looked at them with his very, very Chinese eyes. Wow. Wow, that's racist. That's... Woo! Wow, amazing. Oh my God, this author. Okay. "This looks bad," said the doctor, looking at the reports that the machines printed out about Sonic's balls. "It looks like you have a big disease." "Uh-oh, what do I do?" said Sonic to the doctor, really worried about the welfare of his balls. "I do not know. This is a legendary illness that only comes around every 1 million years. No one has ever found a cure for this disease, and what it can do is very bad. This disease will go from your balls to your penis and then up to your brain, and it can kill you eventually. There are other things that it does probably, but I do not know because it is so rare, and you will just have to call me up and tell me what it does when you find out. All I can tell you right now, Sonic, is to keep your balls away from everyone you know. Do not touch them to other people because it will spread and they will die and it will spread more and the whole world may be at stake here. Please be safe," said the doctor in a calm way, but also scared because this was serious. "No, but I have to have my first sex with Amy. We were going to do it at the play, which I am going to from here," said Sonic, crying, sad and mad and afraid of things. Balls are an important part of sex, and Sonic was always so healthy and the fastest person ever. But some things just cannot be stopped, like this ball disease. "Too bad," said the doctor. "If you do that, it will be awful, and the first person to die will be Amy. You should not want your girlfriend to die." And the doctor was right, but Sonic was still worried about it. "Okay, well, I have to go to the play now," said Sonic, and ran out with the most nervous feelings that Sonic has ever had. Sonic thought about it, and it was the most important high school drama. What is more important, health or love? End of chapter 12. Ooh, do you feel that cliffhanger? Wow. Oh my God, that was so serious.
He totally has, like, some serious ball stuff going on. If only there was a device that could prevent genital-to-genital contact. Oh, Taru, surely you jest. We do not live in the future. Or a fictional place. Are you serious? He was in 7th grade when he wrote this? Amazing. God, I hope that's true. I fucking hope this kid is like... Oh my God. Keep in mind, I am trying to read everything like 100% accurately. I'm not going to say the slurs. I'll just be like slur. But I try to read this as accurately as possible. I am not responsible for the bullshit garbage this person writes. This racist 7th grader. I'm sorry, this misinformed, casually racist 7th grader. Good night, Taru. Thanks for coming. Everyone say good night to Taru. I'm glad this stream helped you get to sleep. Good night. Thanks for coming. Alrighty then. Alright. Good night, Taru. See you later. Alright. So the next chapter is chapter 13. Save them and lash out at Pat. Oh, wow, yeah. That's really attractive. So let's see. It's already... What time is it on the East Coast? Who's on the East Coast? Right now, who's on the East Coast? Anybody? 11:23. Okay, so how about we do one more chapter? Oh, this is a long one. Let's do one more and then we'll call it a night. How does that sound? East Coast, Beast Coast. All right. Let's do this. Sonic High School, Chapter 13, entitled Picking Up Silver. Chapter 13. A cool car raced through the city streets. Brrr, said the car as it went down the street with lots of other cars on it. The city was filled of buildings with lights and other things like places like McDonald's. Comma, shouted the car as it went back and forth in between other cars so that it did not have to wait in traffic. The car was playing techno and rock and roll music. Techno is short for technology. Yelled the car, doing a big turn in the city intersection. Location update on the Ultra Chaos Emerald, said the driver of the car. The car screen blinked to different things, and then in a robot voice, beep, beep, Ultra Chaos Emerald getting closer. Shadow looked at the map screen and drove faster through the red dot that was where the last Ultra Chaos Emerald was. Beep, 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 said the car in a robot voice as Shadow got closer to the dot while driving his car. It was just around the corner now. Shadow did another fast turn at this intersection and right to where the red dot on the map was. Beep, 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 screamed the car in a robot voice as his car dot and the Ultra Chaos Emerald dot on the map moved into each other, and in the real world, Shadow pulled up to the curb, and there was a couple of gang men. Thanks, Omega, said Shadow as he hopped out of the car, which was black and red, and onto the dark city street. He looked at the... Oh, wow. Okay, here come the racial slurs. Yeah, for serious. He looked at the... Look, it's not that bad, but I'm not going to say it. He looked at the slurs standing there, and they looked dangerous, but Shadow knew that they had the Ultra Chaos Emerald. Shadow took out a gun and pointed at them and said, "Give me the last Ultra Chaos Emerald." And they looked at each other, surprised and startled. They checked their pockets, and while they were doing that, the gun became used, and Shadow shot all three of them. They were now dead. Shadow reached into the middle one's pocket and found what he had come for, the last Ultra Chaos Emerald. Sorry, didn't mean to censor, but I also don't want, like,
clips of me saying terrible things out on the internet. Sorry. They were like the regular Chaos Emeralds, but more powerful and a secret until they were found out. Shadow hopped back into his car, Omega the robot car, and said, I got it. Yeah, it was Black's. Yeah, thank you, Austin. It was Black's. I don't feel like saying that in such a way, but there it is. Thank you. And said, I got it. I got it. Now I came to get one wish to come true. I am going to think about it, what I will use it on before I use it. Shadow looked at the map and said, get me directions to Hamburger Restaurant. Omega changed some screens and said in a robot voice, beep boop bop, Hamburger Restaurant location found. It is over here. And Shadow looked at where the dot was. It was right nearby. So Shadow drove there with more loud sounds. Shadow went to the drive-thru and got a burger and fries and sat in the parking lot in Omega and ate it. This is great. I love this place. It is always the place that I love to come to after I finish a crime, said Shadow darkly. Omega did not need food because he was a robot shaped into a car. Shadow finished eating and then threw the garbage into Omega's trash hole where he turned litter into gasoline, which was useful. Then Shadow took his penis out, because we cannot go a chapter without someone's God damn it. We can't go a chapter without someone's penis coming out. This is exhausting. P.S. Quick note. If I don't say if I don't say gay or blacks or a racial slur or whatever, if I'm not comfortable saying that, look, I'm not trying to be censorshipy or whatever. If you really want to know, you are so welcome to read along with me, fanfiction.net. Just look up Sonic High School and you can see all the beauty of, this bullshit, and you're welcome to it. I don't feel comfortable saying it. I hate that, but, thanks, ma'am. Just so you guys know, but you're welcome to follow along and get the real scoop. But for the most part, I read everything as it is. All right. Anyway, guys, sorry I'm triggering you all, but guess what? Shadow took his penis out, so here we go. Sorry. Then Shadow took his penis out. Hey, Omega, check this out, said Shadow, laughing as he took his big, neat, hard penis and stuck it in Omega's trash hole. Unrecognized item in trash hole. Error, said Omega. That's my penis, man, said Shadow to Omega. Penis not trash, not allowed in trash hole, said Omega to Shadow. Shadow could not fit all of his big, strong penis into Omega's trash hole anyway, so he took it out and gave Omega a taste of his balls, too. Omega did not recognize Shadow's balls as trash either, which was good, and then Shadow put his balls back and started to drive off with his hand still on his penis. Because why not? Where's Silver's house? Said Shadow to Omega, while he rubbed really quick and hard on his penis with one hand and while his other hand was driving. Omega updated his map and showed where Silver's house was on the other side of the dark city. Shadow kept empowering his penis with one hand and drove faster and more dangerously. Soon his penis was so big he could hardly see in front of him anymore. What? Jeez. Oh. The Benadryl is starting to kick in. I'm exhausted. Oh my God. All right. Whew. All right, here we go. Shadow kept empowering his penis with his one hand, and he drove faster and more dangerously. Soon his penis was so big he could hardly see in front of him anymore, but he was zigzagging across the street trying to keep both his penis and his car in control. Then he put both hands of his on his penis and made it do all sorts of the things until it was done and his penis redecorated the inside of Omega with white curtains. What? Oh, let me just, I'm gonna back up. Let me back up. Then he put both hands of his on his penis and made it do all sorts of things until it was done, and his penis redecorated the inside of Omega with white curtains. Because,
When you want to redecorate the interior of your car, you put curtains in there. Or you just jizz all over it. Wonderful.
Just so you know, that's my semen, said Shadow to Omega. Omega knew that already. Shadow put both of his hands back on the steering wheel and drove faster, but suddenly some loud sounds and flashing lights came up behind him. Whack, 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 the police is following you. The police is following you. The police is following you, said Omega. Shadow decided to follow the laws and stopped his car in the street and waited for the police to come over to him. Shadow's penis was still big, though, so he tucked it under his leg on the right, and it stuck up in the middle of Omega the car, and Shadow put his hand on it. The police came over to the... whoop, whoop, over. The police came over to the front window of Omega and looked at Shadow inside. Cool vehicle, said the police. Thanks, said Shadow to the police back. Okay, do you know that you were breaking a law by going that fast and back and forth on the street? Said police to Shadow, sounding more like Mrs. Lesson than a real person. Yeah, I do, said Shadow, and he patted his hand on his penis in the middle of the front of the car. Sir, please take your hand off the gear stick in the middle of the car right now, said the police to Shadow. Shadow looked at the police and laughed. That's not the gear stick, that is my penis, and drove off before the police could say anything or really even react at all. Wow. Yes. Oh, you have broken another law, said Omega to Shadow. Shadow laughed because he could see the police far behind him giving up and going to look for an easier criminal. Now, said Shadow, let's get to Silver's house. Shadow drove the car fast to Silver's house on the other side of the city, and when he got there, he braked the car so hard that the sound it made was like hearing the world's largest bird get punched in his tummy. Shadow honked the horn, and when he finished honking the horn, Silver jumped out of the window and onto the street and into the side seat of Omega. Hey, Shadow, thanks for the ride, said Silver. Cool curtains you put up. Shadow laughed and said, no problem. Now, if I do not hurry up by driving fast, you will be late for the play. Silver said, do not worry, we will get there in time. Silver was another big role in the play, but he was not a huge slur like Charmy Bee. Silver was kind of like Sonic, but less fast. Sonic also had the best morals, but maybe Silver dressed better, and that was kind of gay. Silver did have this big hair thing on the front that looked like a marijuana, though, so maybe Sonic was better at being stylish anyway. It is hard to tell because Sonic lived in the city, which was kind of far away from high school. Shadow stepped on the gases, and the car went away through the city into the moonlight and towards out of the city to high school. End of chapter 13. Yes. Yes, welcome. Thank you, Ronim. Ronim, did you love, chapter 13? Or what? Hell yeah. That shit's fucking crazy. Thank you. It's a lot of fun. Alright. I'm gonna do a little more, because I think we need to know what happens in this play. Let's see what's next. Chapter 14 is the play. Alright, hold on. Tell you what. I will read this one, just so you know this is my semen. Oh my god. Oh, this is exhausting. And I have to pee really bad, but I'll wait. Drinking a lot of alcohol today. This is a public service, you guys. I hope you all know that. Totally not doing this for myself at all. Oh, God. Why I asked for this. Just so you know, this is my semen, is like the new... Thank you, Red Blood. I'm having a lot of fun. I hope you guys are too. Hey, what would you guys think if I did this on Twitch? Because I feel like it would be easier for me
Because right now, like, I'm holding my hand up like this all the time, and it's exhausting. Would you guys be happier with Twitch? Lisa, Twitch is kind of like, it's a streaming service, that's specifically for game-oriented things. Get a tripod? I'm thinking about it. Regular stream dates, it's hard because my life is really crazy, and, yeah. Selfie stick. Hell no, I will never get a selfie stick, ever. And I feel bad because I know I'm using up data, like, on my phone and your phone, so... Oh, is there a 30-second delay on, Twitch? That's weird. But yeah, no, the Twitch would also be live. It would be a live stream, so don't worry. And it's almost the exact same format. You'd still see chats, and you can still hang out. Twitch does have a delay. Thank you, Sci-Fi Brony. That's really nice. Thank you. There is a delay, but well, like, is the delay like that bad to where like? Well, you know what? I don't plan on, like, quitting Periscope because, yeah, I agree. This is really personal and intimate, and I prefer it. I know I like Periscope a lot, but I feel like, I don't know. You know what? We'll experiment. Don't worry. We'll play. And if we all decide we don't like it, fuck it. And, you know, wow. I am like, can you see how, like, red my eyes are? Like, the Benadryl and the alcohol. Intimate. Right? Sexy. Ugh, I look like I'm high. This is so stupid. Chatterbait. Thanks, girl. Yo, if y'all want great skin, use CeraVe. That shit's ridiculous. I'm not high. I'm never high. I think pot's gross. I don't mind if other people do it, but it's just not my thing. Ew, Figgerson, no. Gross. Oh, God. You don't like Malina? Oh, you mean like marijuana? No, I'm not into it. Nick crack, no. Marijuana, no. Not my thing. I just like regular old alcohol. I'm boring that way. Oh my God. Yeah, I know. Total prep. All right, you fucks. Let's see here. Hey, where the fuck is Ursula Cat, by the way? Where is that bitch? Where's she? Ha, true sci-fi brony. Oh, this is rum and coke, by the way. Everyone go shame Ursula Cat into coming to this stream. Shame her. Because there will be no other shaming other than absence shaming. Like, she should be here. First of all, it's rude. And she should be here to hang out. So, good. You tell her. You tell her she's rude. If she's busy, like, or doing what, like, I don't care. It's fine. I'm just being an asshole. Nostromo. No play shaming. No gun shaming. No gay shaming. No PTSD. Oppression. Oh shit, here we go. Oppression shaming, no shaming. This is a no shaming chat. Look, I have my glasses, they're broken and they like tilt and it's really ridiculous. Okay. You guys, let me get my shit together, which is all over the place because I am now drunk. Go drunk page your home. It's true, Ronan. Yeah, nobody shame anybody's erection. I will have none of it. Yes, you may shame all of the Sonic characters. My God, so dumb. All right, guys, are you ready to, oh my God. Oh, that was beautiful, and I'm sure you all think I'm very attractive and lovely. Ursula is rude for being busy. No, it's fine. I'm just being an asshole. I'm sure she's... Oh, God, everything hurts. All right, folks, we have to finish this chapter, and then I'm going to sleep, and I'm putting you all to sleep, because that's the purpose of this, whatever this is, whatever I'm doing. It doesn't matter. Yep, all of the choices I have made in my life have led me to this moment. All right, you preps. Let me get some more liquor in me. I know, right? I like Mrs. Lessem. Is it the purpose? Meh, not really. All right, folks. All right. Sonic High School, Chapter 14, The Play. This is going to be so fucked up, I'm sure. Hi, Lion. You're here in time for Chapter 14, The Play. Sonic and Amy got to high school and went to the play, which was at the school. When they got to the auditorium, they were not expecting to be surprised, but they were, because the auditorium was actually full of men and women idiots waiting to see the play. Wow, this author does not like theater. Cool young people such as high school students did not come to see the play unless they had to. The play was so full that Sonic and Amy had to sit in bad seats surrounded by strangers that could have been dirty or usually did crime. Sonic looked around the place and saw Rouge and Knuckles Jr., who was a baby, sitting really by the door out, and Tails and Cream all the way on the other side, which is probably where they would have sat anyway because Tails hated Sonic to the sky. Sonic also saw Shadow standing around places, but he did not get in a seat because he was too bad for that. "We are at the play now," said Amy to Sonic, even though she was surrounded by people who were neither of them. "I wonder when it will begin." "It is going to start soon," said Sonic back to Amy. What I am wondering is not that, but it is if Charmy Bee is going to mess up big time because he has been acting weird all week. I bet you he will." Sonic laughed about this because it did not really matter to him, but it did to Charmy. The play they were going to do was The Christmas Story, even though it was not Christmas time, but they thought it was a good idea to do anyway. In the play, Silver played Joseph, who was Jesus' dad. Charmy played Mary, because even though he was not a girl, everyone thought he was anyway. Baby version Jesus was going to be played by Knuckles, who is fitted for the role now because he was a baby. Now that he was a baby. Sonic and Amy sat patiently on the seats they were Sonic and Amy sat patiently in the seats they were in, even though Sonic could have been out running around. Sonic waited by rubbing Amy's leg and seeing how close he could get his hand to her vagina before she rubbed him off. Sonic determined that Amy was prime and ready for sex because her vagina felt hard and loose. All right. As far as he could tell when he would get close to hit with his hand before the play began. He almost forgot that he had a deadly ball disease. The play eventually started, and it was just as gay as you thought it would be. God. There was singing and songs, but otherwise it was just like The Christmas Story always was. Mary got a letter from an eager angel saying she was going to have a baby, but she did not want to have the baby at home because the king would not let babies vote. So Mary and Joseph rode bikes all the way from London to Jerusalem. That's... Oh my God. Makes me so sad. When they got to there, the hospital was full, so they went to a barn and had the baby in there, and it turned out to be the legendary hero Jesus. Throughout the whole play, Silver did a really good job, and Charmy did an okay job, but everyone sure believed he was a woman because his voice was so high and girls. Then they got to the ending where Mary was to have her baby out. Mary flipped out on her... Then they got to the ending where Mary was to have her baby out. Mary flipped onto her front and Joseph pulled Jesus out of her butt, which looked totally fake. Excuse me. Sonic could tell even with special effects. Joseph held Jesus up to show God and then gave him to Mary, who was actually Charmy. Charmy looked at Jesus, Knuckles, really close, and then reached into his clothing with the hand that was not holding him and pulled out a knife.
Time to get murdered, said Charmy as he started to kill Knuckles. Just as he began to do this, Silver bodily flew into them and he knocked Knuckles up and flew away from Charmy. Oh my God, what is happening? Said Amy, who was startled hard. Charmy is trying to kill Knuckles, obviously, said Sonic to Amy. It was true, and people started to being yelling and screaming. Just then a gunshot came from the back of the audience. Shadow pulled out his gun from his spot and aimed it at Charmy B from the back of the audience. Shadow fired his gun, and the bullet hit his head, but he must have been wearing a gun-proof helmet because the bullet from the gun went off his head and into the ceiling, where it hit a light, and the light fell down along with other things. Something from the ceiling fell into the back of the stage where the props were, and one of the props was a bomb that they used for some things. The prop was a real bomb, though, and when the thing hit it, the bomb exploded. The bomb exploded with a huge explosion, like a bunch of horses made of fire running through the place. Suddenly, people did not really care about the play anymore because the place was full of fire and could kill you. Rouge and Knuckles Jr. already got out quick right away because they were by the door. Sonic looked and saw Amy next to him was almost unconscious because of all the fire and smoke and shocking things. Sonic picked her up and ran out of the auditorium with his great speed. Sonic found Rouge and Knuckles Jr. outside in the hallway where it was safe. Are you okay? Said Rouge. Knuckles Jr. predicted that this would happen, so we sat by the door so we could get out easily. Yes, we are okay, said Sonic. Amy here is going into a shock attack, but it is nothing she will not get over. Sonic looked around and saw people running out, but there was a lot of other people still stuck in the auditorium, and some of them were fainted. People were leaving and not helping the other people get out, but the lunch lady who had ears but was deaf was running through the auditorium and carrying women and children back out. The lunch lady lived in Mongolia by herself as a child and became very strong from carrying trees back from the frozen forest to the village that she traveled between, so now she could carry stacks of people. Since she was deaf, of all the noises and the fire was making did not bother her because she could not hear. That's quite a backstory. Sonic saw the lunch lady bring out cream, but Tails was not being brought out because he was not a woman or child. Sonic thought, damn, he still is my friend. Sonic swallowed his scary feelings and ran into the burning auditorium to Tails, who was passed out in the front. Sonic picked Tails up and ran through his body, and brought his body outside to the hallway and began doing CPR on his body. Sonic thought, this will look gay, but it did not matter because Tails was still his friend. Sonic pushed on his body and started kissing him to give him life again. Sonic kept kissing, and Amy and Rouge and Knuckles Jr. watched him as he kissed Tails' face, but Tails was not waking up. Sonic, said Shadow over on the side. Charmy escaped, and he is running through the school like a murderer now. Stop CPR kissing Tails. You have to help us catch him. Then Silver gave Knuckles to Rouge and said, he is safe now, but needs to sleep. Rouge was so happy she could have kissed him, but she did not. Sonic looked and said, Amy, finish doing CPR on Tails. I will let you and will not get jealous. Sonic kissed her mouth and felt one of her boobs and ran off with Sonic and Silver to go catch the guy who was trying to kill baby Knuckles that was now running around the school and could danger them all. End of chapter 14. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my God. Jesus. That is exhausting. I don't know what I was expecting, but there it is. Oh God. Okay. All right, folks. What do you think? Should we do one more? Should we call it a night? Aw, thank you. I can't decide. I just have to pee, you guys. So look, if you guys will wait 2 seconds, I'm gonna go pee. I will leave this here. Is that okay with you guys? The Hype is pee stream. Ha, peace dream, get it? I'm not taking you with me. All right, intermission. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Oh, hey, Mike, how's it going?
Terrific. How are you?
Good. Just so you know, I'm streaming right now. They can hear. There's about 100 people on stage. Just, you don't have to be quiet. Like, they even were like, oh, we look like, I just want to let you know that they're right over there. They can't see anything.
That's cool.
Okay, I just want to let you know. Sorry.
No problem.
All right. Hello. Oh my God. All of you are still here. Amazing. Did you hear that Mike is here? Of course I washed my hands. Yes, I washed my hands. Rude. Mike, do you want to come introduce yourself?
Sure.
They require a special guest. Everyone, this is my friend Michael.
I don't know how interesting I'm going to be, though.
That's okay. Just come say hi. That's all. This is Mike.
Hi, everybody.
Special guest.
How's it going? Wow, that is a lot of people.
It's a lot of people. Look at that. They're all saying hello. Isn't that amazing?
This is very, wow. This is really, like, flattering.
I know, isn't it? They say you have a nice face and they like your beard. Mike is hot. Isn't he hot?
Man, I could get used to this kind of thing.
Right? I know. Let's see. He looks kind of Jewy. Okay, that's rude.
But is correct.
But it's correct. He is Jewish. He sounds like Phil from Pretty Good Cooking. Just so you know, that's my semen. That was a thing from earlier. I read something that was like...
If I caused somebody to jizz, I would be okay with that. That would not bother me.
Is he a prep? Oh, everyone's saying you're very handsome. Is he a prep? No, he's pretty gothics.
Wait.
It's a long story. It's a good thing.
Okay.
Oh, they want to know about your ball problems. Do you have ball problems? We read a story where Sonic the Hedgehog has some ball problems, and we want to know if you have ball problems also.
I don't think so. What kind of ball problems does Sonic the Hedgehog have? Can
Like-
you hear me?
Can you hear Mike, you guys? Can you hear him? Okay, yeah, they can hear you. But Sonic the Hedgehog had, like, his balls were so itchy that, like, this doctor was like, if you have sex with anyone, they'll die.
Okay.
So do you have any ball problems?
That sounds like scabies or something like that. No, I mean, I think my balls itch the normal amount.
Normal?
Yeah.
He has, like, normal ball problems. Like, it's, like, just itchy. Super scabies. Have you ever kissed anyone to save them? Have your balls itched ever?
I mean, yeah, from time to time. Wait, was that another inside joke?
No, I think they just wanted to know that. You can sit down. Do you want to hang out?
Like a la Prince Charming kiss somebody to save them?
I don't know. Have you ever kissed someone to save them? Like,
Save them from, like, not being kissed that day, yeah. But
oh, that's so
that's all that
romantic.
they were ever saved from.
So romantic. He could play certain characters. They say they want a duo read. You don't have to, but if you want to join me, I was gonna do another chapter.
I have some
Oh, you got work.
stuff I gotta.
That's
take
cool.
care of, yeah.
That's cool.
But this is fun.
Yeah,
If I-
pretty
if-
cool, right?
If I had more time, I would. I participate. In this.
Yeah, no problem, man. If you're bored, you can watch me from the other room, or you can watch me from here, or whatever.
I gotta go, but bye, everybody. Thanks for the compliments.
Say bye to Mike, guys. Say bye to him.
I thought internet people were assholes.
They are assholes, but they're cool assholes like me. Everybody's saying goodbye. Bye, Mike. You're pretty cool. Bye, Mike. I love you. I like Mike's style and acceptance. Bye, bye, bye. I want to be like Mike. Mazel Rob. Bye to Mike. Fuck off, Mike. Just kidding. Take care of your balls. All right. Good work, everyone. Thank you. Mike feels good. Bye, Mike. Clean your balls. All right. All right, folks. Let's all read. Sorry, now the Benadryl has kicked in. You guys are assholes. You're so funny. They really like you, buddy. Someone said, I like Mike's butthole. Oh, that's very nice of you, Figgerson. Best assholes of 2016 right here. All right, folks, we're moving on. Chapter 15 of Sonic High School. Are you ready? Do you guys want me to start? Alrighty, here we go. Strap in. Shadow and Silver ran ahead into the school, but Sonic stopped to go to the bathroom, and he took an enormous bad-smelling poop. Okay, we're off to a great start. I'm glad my friend is here to hear me read about poop. This is great. Sonic knew he must be very emotional because this poop was so big that when he tried to flush the toilet, the poop log just folded in half and clogged the toilet easily while looking like part of a really fat pretzel that you would get at the mall, not like the little ones in bags from the supermarket. Sonic just said, forget it, and ran out of the now very stinky bathroom after Charmy beat. Sonic passed Shadow and Silver, who were in different hallways and going different ways, but he did not pass them at the same time because they were in different hallways, and because even though Sonic was very fast, he could not actually be in two different places at the same time. Sonic went one way, and Shadow went the other way, and Silver went another way, and it kept happening. One room that Sonic looked in was the art room. It made Sonic remember having art class with Charmy B. Charmy could not control his urges like everyone else and used all the colors in every picture, where like Sonic just used blue and Amy just used pink and other people were also normal like that. Sonic thought about this and that it was still surprising that Charmy could do something like this. Shadow went into a room, and among other rooms, that was the car-fixing room. Shadow remembered about how he had car-fixing class with Charmy, and how Charmy was really terrible at fixing cars because it was not him to do something that was like a man would do. Okay. Shadow thought it was weird how Charmy would now do something that was so manly like killing. Stupid. And one room that Silver ran into was the gym room, where Silver one time had gym class with Charmy B. He remembered that Charmy was positively the worst at sports and being an athlete, so it made him wonder why Charmy could do something that was actually doing something, like killing. Sonic and Shadow and Silver ran around and around and around, and eventually they just got tired and could not find Charmy at all. Charmy was trying to be a murderer, but they were just tired of looking for him, so they sat down in chairs and didn't do anything else now. Back in front of the school, Amy decided that she needed to go to the bathroom. Rouge went with her because she had to go too, and Cream stayed with Knuckles and Knuckle Jr. and Tails, who was still trying to become awake. Some people had left the school by now, but there were still some waiting to get into the women's bathroom. Hold on. Okay, there was just a terrible school shooting in Sonic High School, and everyone's just kind of like fucking chilling and lining up to use the bathroom. This is... Good night, Joel. Amy will probably take a massive shit also. Let's find out. So most people had left the school by now, but there were still some waiting to get into the women's bathroom. But Amy and Rouge did not feel like waiting in line, so they just went to the men's bathroom where normally it was that the people inside were men. Amy and Rouge were not men, so this was against the rules. As soon as Amy opened the door, a super-powered smell hit her in the face. It punched her right in the nose because it was Sonic's poop smell. Amazing. "Oh my God!" screamed Rouge. "What is that smell?" "I have heard this smell a million times before." She's heard the smell. "A million times before," said Amy to Rouge, who could say this because she was Sonic's girlfriend, meaning that she had been around Sonic's pooping. "This smell is Sonic's poop." Amy and Rouge went into the bathroom anyway because you can never get a break when it comes to going to the bathroom. No matter what, you always end up going, even if you try all night. They were holding their hands above their noses, just like this, I guess. And then Amy opened up a stall door, and inside what was a shocking thing to see, but she saw it anyway. It was Charmy B. "Ah, it's you!" screamed Amy in a scared and shocked way. "Shut up, Catch, no," and looked away. "You're a murderer!" "Not yet," said Charmy, "but now I will start to be by killing you." Charmy jumped at her from inside the stall and into Amy, and they fell back. Charmy was on top and holding a knife and was about to cut Amy apart when Rouge came over and kicked Charmy, and he flew off her body and over to the wall by rolling. "Take this," said Rouge, and she flapped her back wings at Charmy to push all of the horrible poop air at him. Wow. It all went to him, but then Charmy got up and ran right at Amy with his knife and cut her on the legs because he is short, and then jumped back. "Ow," said Amy. "I'm dying." Amy fell backwards and got dizzy. "No, stay with me," said Rouge. "Use your special move while you can." Amy knew what Rouge was talking about, so Amy used her special attack. Amy shouted, "Oh, God." Amy shouted, "Girl blood," and opened her legs, and a stream of blood shot at Charmy. Oh, God. Since Amy was so good at being nice and caring, which is using your heart, Amy was able to speed up her heart so fast that her blood pumped out of the wound on her legs like a super soaker filled up by vampires. The blood hit Charmy in the face and body and all over, really, and it was streaming and burning him. But he looked like he didn't care. Amy looked shocked and yelled, "How can you be so invincible?" Oh my God. Then Rouge said, "I bet he can't handle my special attack, Romance Bite." Rouge flew with her bat wings and went over to Charmy and bit him right in the neck using her fangs and tried to make him fall in love with her, but it did not work. "It is not working," cried Amy. "He must have superpowers. He is going to kill us for sure." Amy and Rouge tried to get away from Charmy, but he kept blocking them and coming at them with the knife. They were finally trapped in the corner, holding on to each other with their best-in-show boobs pressing up against each other and looking like the sexiest Legos ever. Then, all of a sudden, Tails came into the bathroom and threw a piece of electronics at Charmy. Charmy looked up at Tails and said, "But you are supposed to be and then died right there. Tails went over to Amy and Rouge and definitely stopped for a second to check out their boobs without them knowing, but then stopped and said, "You are safe now. That was not Charmy, it was a robot." "A robot? But how did you know?" said Amy. Tails, being the smartest, thought it was a question for idiots, but said, "I knew as soon as Charmy was not being hurt by Sonic's poop stink. I was watching from the door. Normally, Charmy would have complained and passed out from smelling that, but he did not, so I knew. As soon as that happened, I ran and went and got a robot killer device from my electronics." "Wow, thanks," said Amy, and kissed Tails on the cheek for a reward. "Really, Tails, you saved us," said Rouge, and kissed Tails on the other cheek. "This shows that you can be cool by being smart, except if you are a nerd ass." End parenthetical. Tails and Amy and Rouge walked out of the bathroom and back to where Cream and Knuckles and Knuckle Jr. was, and soon Sonic and Shadow and Silver came back. They were all back together. The lunch lady was the only other person still there, and she saw how tired they looked, so she made them all a bunch of chow meat sandwiches, and they all ate until their tummies were gonna burst. All the time they were eating, though, Sonic thought, but then, where is Charmy? And where's the guy who made the robot? And so many other things. High school drama is just so crazy to be part of. End of chapter 15. Which I forgot to tell you, chapter 15, everyone, is... chapter 15 was entitled Killer on the Loose, but loose is L-O-O-C-E. So, it's loose. Like loose, I guess. Loose. I don't know. Oh, I know, right, Nostromo? Oh, God. I know, it's loose. They play fast and loose. Amazing. All right. All right, folks. It's late. I'm tired. I'm sure you're tired. Are you guys tired? Did I put you to sleep yet? No. Walk, walk. It's the sound of the police. All right. Tell you what, guys. We got chapter 16 is responsibilities. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. But I'd like to thank you all for joining me. Sonic High School. And as you know, I have a little send-off. Yeah, Benadryl has taken me. I have a little send-off that I like to say. It is really, really lame, but it's something I like to say to people because you never know when you're going to see them again. Something bad could happen, whatever, and this is someone, you is kind, you is important, no. But that saying is, I love you, and I'm proud of you. So, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves and had a wonderful time. I know I certainly did. I'm gonna try to clean my balls, you assholes. All right, you preps. I had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you guys so much. Get some rest. Good night, guys. Bye.